Hey everybody, Matt LaPlante here again. Got another video for you. This is going to be in the Ask Matt series because we're right in election season, and inevitably I get a question, something to the effect of, if this person does or doesn't get into office, or does or doesn't win the election, should I be concerned, or what is the effect of the stock market? Something to that effect. And so what I want to go over is, should you be concerned about who happens to be the president and the historical performance of the stock market based on who happens to be the president? This is a chart showing all of the presidents going back to the inception of the stock market and how the stock market has performed over their tenure. And so at the end of each of these dots is ultimately, dotted lines is ultimately where the stock market ended. And what I hope you notice is that the vast majority of these ended positive. Now that's not a guarantee, because there are some that end down, that ended negative. And I broke those fellas out. And so what you can see is there has been four: Herbert Hoover, Richard Nixon, Jimmy Carter, and George Bush. Those four, the stock market ultimately ended up down by the end of their presidency. And this is, as you can see, the vast majority ended up. Now, the most pertinent question is probably, why is that the case? Why is it that regardless of which person is in office or what political affiliation they have, the stock market ends up during their presidency? Well, this is a billboard. I saw this, not this exact billboard, but in 2016, when my family and I were on vacation, we saw something similar to this. We got a good kick out of it. And so, but I think it explains why that is the case. And so it says, moving to Canada, we can sell your home. Now, this guy, I don't believe, really cares which of these two people happened to, whether it was Trump or Hillary, won the election in 2016. What he really cared about was, he knew people were saying, if my person doesn't win, I'm out of here, I'm moving to Canada, right? All he cares about is, you want to move to Canada? Or you want to move? I'm your guy, I can sell your house. And that's indicative of what most businesses, or how most businesses operate. They don't really care who the person happens to be sitting, in the president's chair at that time. What they really care about is, can I continue to sell you my product, or can I continue to sell you my service, whatever that may be? Because they know if they can, odds are they're going to continue to do that and do it well, because companies are very good, which is why they're in business and the size that they are, at selling you a product or service. So hopefully now you can see that it's much less important who happens to be or who happens to win the election, but the more pertinent questions are these. If you haven't retired, the thing that's going to be more impactful on your goals is going to be your savings. How much have you saved, and how much do you continue to save? Are you saving enough to get to your goal? And if you have retired, you're on the other side of that mountain. You're spending it down. It's more important, how much are you spending? Do you have enough to last? Or for your goals is maybe a better way to put it. And so I would say focus on those two things, because those two things are going to have far more of an impact on your goals than who happens to be the president. So if you know somebody who's overly concerned and maybe really stressing about who's going to be the president because of the impact on the stock market or something like that, feel free to share this with them, and hopefully they will calm down a little bit and not be quite so anxious. Thanks. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.